is the pride in our eyes, the warmth of a shared meal, where sunsets turn strangers into family. This is the spirit that lives in our people, our culture, our flavors, our shores. Vibrant, unpolished, untouched. Here, every smile, every wave starts to feel like home. And when you leave, you'll know you've made a connection that lasts a lifetime. It's not one island, it's a lifetime of them. The Bahamas.
All right, Quinn, what a welcome. Amazing. Let's show some hearts and emojis for Quinn and his amazing video. Quinn, how's it going today?
It's going great. We are excited and wishing everyone a happy Travel Advisors Appreciation Month. You guys really are the engine behind our industry. We're really excited to have you all to join us for today's session as we explore the islands of the Bahamas through a luxury focused lens. So, when people think of the Bahamas, Susan, a lot of them think about these mega iconic resorts in our nation's capital, but really true Bahamian luxury goes beyond with what you would think as familiar. So it can be secluded beaches, secluded coves, sustainable eco-friendly retreats, and even private islands. So today we're gonna take a look and hopefully broaden your perspective and inspire some new ways to really position the Bahamas for your niche clients. But
Amazing.
we want to remind everyone, Susan, to please stay on till the very end to be eligible for a chance to win a nicely curated Bahamas swag bag. So please stay on till the very end.
Love it. Amazing. Well, welcome, Quinn, and thank you so much. And I know you always bring the very, very best guests. And I'm going to let you get to this. I cannot wait to hear about these luxury properties. Something for everyone for sure. And everyone, the recording is this is being recorded for you as well. We're going to add it to Quinn's page a little bit later today on spoiledagent.com. Just go down to tourist boards and boom, you're going to see the islands of the Bahamas. We are live on Zoom. We are live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we're live on YouTube. So we're everywhere for you guys. And Quinn, I want to thank you so much. And everyone, if you have any questions for any of Quinn or his guests, please add them to the only the Q&A box. So we're going to leave the chat for definitely today, the oohs and the ahs. I'm sure of that. And why? Because in the chat they move up. So it's just Quinn and I taking the questions today. So if you have a specific property you're asking about, please identify the property so we can answer your question as well. And you know what, Quinn? I'm going to see you and all your guests at the very end if you want to let us know who's here with you.
For sure. I think we're gonna jump right into it. So I want to first, I know we have both US and Canadian advisors on the call today, but taking the lead will be our Bahamas Tourist Office in Canada. And our office is led by our director, Miss McCalla Moss. And also we have my colleague, Kenya Dames, and she has territory responsibility for the province of Quebec to Atlantic Canada. And of course, my name is Quinn with territory responsibility of the province of Ontario, stretching to Western Canada, and our office is based in Midtown Toronto. So, as we explore the world of tailored luxury in the destination, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by an exceptional group of partners who represent high-end experiences across our islands. We have from the Ocean Club, a Four Seasons resort, we have Miss Stephanie Peters, Senior Sales Manager. And representing Baymani, we have their Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Brian Dragovich. And joining us from the Cove Eleuthera, we are pleased to have Ms. Linda Schilling, Director of Leisure Sales for Tanzera Resorts. And finally, delighted to be joined by Mr. Ben Simmons, co-founder of The Other Side and Little Island Hotels. So we have a great lineup for you today. So, as we explore the world of luxury. I know we have some Bahamas specialists and some seasoned experts with us today, but we're going to start with the basics just so everyone is aligned. From this map, you can see that the Bahamas, a chain of 700 islands, 2,000 keys stretching across 100,000 square miles across the Atlantic. But within this chain, there are 16 main islands that we market, and each have their own unique character. And it's really this geographic diversity that makes the Bahamas such a standout luxury destination. So, with so many islands spread across a vast area, travelers can enjoy privacy, seclusion, and highly personalized experiences that really aren't possible at some of your more traditional resort destinations. And so, with that map in mind, let's shine some light to the practical side and how visitors reach these luxury island gems. And since we're the Bahamas Tourist Office in Canada, this is the Canadian perspective. So, Nassau is our main hub. With the Sir Lyndon Pinling International Airport, it has an airport code of NAS, and you should be familiar with that code. But really, this past winter season, we have had an explosion of airlift across Canada, giving travelers excellent access from Toronto. We offer year-round nonstop service with Air Canada, WestJet, and plus seasonal flights with Porter Airlines. Ottawa also has seasonal nonstop service with both Air Canada and Porter. And even in Atlantic Canada, Halifax connects seasonally to Nassau via Air Canada, Montreal enjoying seasonal service from both Air Canada and Porter, and even our Western Canadian travelers. Calgary offers seasonal nonstop service with WestJet. So, really, across the country, these routes make Nassau easy and convenient to reach for all Canadians. So I know we've covered the Canadian airlift highlights into Nassau. So I want to show you the easiest way to explore routes from any market because I know we have advisors joining us from the US as well. So the best place to get a clear overview of airlift is our website, bahamas.com. It has a very robust and user-friendly airlift navigation, and we're going to take a look at that in the next video. Now, we always encourage advisors to use Bahamas.com as your go-to resource. It's really comprehensive, easy to navigate, and really designed to support you and your clients. So now, as we begin to set the stage and highlight some luxury, we're starting with our nation's capital, Nassau and Paradise Island. And before we go into our partners, I want to introduce a program that reflects a different side of luxury in the Bahamas, luxury through connection and authenticity. So this is called our People to People program. It has been a beloved part of our tourism experience for over 50 years. Its program pairs visitors with volunteer Bahamian hosts for immersive, personalized cultural experiences. So for the culinary focused travelers, that could mean being matched with a Bahamian foodie or a local restaurant owner. And for the nature lovers, it could be mean being paired with a bird watcher or a scuba diver for a tailored outdoor adventure. So these experiences are really intimate, meaningful, and completely unique, exactly the kind of personalized luxury today's travelers are looking for. So we're going to take a look at this program in action with a short video.
I worked with the Ministry of Tourism for roughly about, 22 years. I became an ambassador and I loved it. It's become a very delightful thing. But being an ambassador has been very, very rewarding for me in the sense that, you get to meet people. And one of the things I always believe in is this. If you want to know me, come eat my food. So when you come to the Bahamas and you come to me as an ambassador, I'm going to show you the works. My wife and my philosophy is go big or go home. So we're going to put a spread on for you so you taste various aspects of Bahamian culinary delights.
I love introducing guests to our food. I think Bahamian cuisine is absolutely incredible. It's bold, it's rich, it's decadent.
Some of the food they never ever had in their life. Have some conch salad and calico sands or something like that.
They want to hang out with the locals. They want to eat what we eat. They want to, go where we go. And I think now we see a shift where people want to be transformed.
We can interact and show our best side as Bahamians. We can take them places they wouldn't see ordinarily and people they wouldn't meet ordinarily.
Any opportunity that I have to share these authentic experiences with visitors to the Bahamas, it's going to be a truly special and memorable opportunity for me. The vibrancy of our people, the beauty of our aesthetics, the sun, the sand, the sea. I am in awe every day of what we have to offer.
This program you call People to People, I love this. There is nothing like the Bahamas.
I am a proud Bahamian and I love my culture. I think it's rich. I love the way we speak. I love the food that we eat. I love the way that we are so friendly and interact with people who choose to visit here.
I love sharing our culture. I want them to know the real Bahamian because the people are who make any country, what it is.
And listen, whenever I talk to a consumer who has recently went to the destination or long term, it's these type of experiences that they remember. They don't remember sitting on all-inclusive sipping margaritas all day or having some gully wash. They remember these curated personal experiences from our People to People program. So next, we're going to turn our attention to Paradise Island's premier luxury offering, the Ocean Club, a Four Seasons resort known for its exceptional service and beautifully tailored guest experiences, as well as its timeless elegance. So joining us here to share more is Miss Stephanie Peters, Senior Sales Manager at the Ocean Club. Stephanie, the floor is yours.
Thank you for that fabulous introduction, and thank you everyone for the time this afternoon. I'm so excited to be here to represent this property. Just a quick bit about me. I have been with the Ocean Club for the last 8 years and with Four Seasons for 24. So we were so excited to have the opportunity to have the Ocean Club become part of our Four Seasons family in 2017. The property itself is such a unique resort in the area. So sit on Paradise Island. We're a private boutique property of only 107 guest accommodations, which is unique for the Nassau area. We're a quick transfer from the airport, 12 miles from Nassau to Paradise Island. The property, as I mentioned, used to be a private estate owned by a gentleman named Huntington Hartford. And in 1962, he wanted to create the Ocean Club, which he did on this amazing estate. So now we have this beautiful, iconic property paired with our amazing staff. Some of our staff has been there for 20, 30, 40 years working for the Ocean Club, and now paired with our Four Seasons service. As you can see, we have a beautiful, wide, expansive beach at the property, and our property spans from this beach. And on the next slide, you'll see the incredible Versailles Gardens that we have as part of our property as well. Mr. Hartford created these beautiful gardens for his wife before it became a resort. So we have these stunning tiered gardens You can walk through them. There's marble statues. There are beautiful fountains there as well. And at the top is this 12th century cloister that he had shipped in and erected on the property. So it's an amazing place just to go and experience a little bit of Europe in the Bahamas. It's a nice mix there. The property itself, as I mentioned, has 107 guest accommodations. Quite a bit to do at the property. We have 3 beautiful pools along with our beach, which is swimmable. We have 8 treatment villas. They each have their own garden area. We have 4 tennis courts. We've just added on another area that has a paddle court and a half-size basketball court as well. So quite a bit to do there. A fitness center with trainers, daily fitness classes, complimentary bikes, and of course our Kids for All Seasons program, which is our kids club that's complimentary. So in addition to all that we offer on property, we also have access to Atlantis Resort. So all of our guests can utilize the pools and the water parks at Atlantis complimentary. And if you dine at most of their restaurants, you can charge it back to your guest room at Four Seasons as well. So we do have a house card that goes back and forth. And we also partner with the Ocean Club course that's owned by Atlantis also. It's less than a mile from the resort. So all of our guests have access to play golf there. And we have a house card that goes back and forth as well. And then the dining options on the next slide, you'll see we have some amazing options at our property. So the top slides are Dune Restaurant. So world famous restaurant. It is partnered with Chef Jean-Georges. We've just celebrated a 25-year partnership with him at the resort. It's all day dining, indoor and outdoor. We also have a private room that hosts up to 30. And then you'll see on the right side is the Dune Bar. It's a beautiful open air bar, great for a casual drink or lunch. And in the evening, we have live music. So it just becomes a really fun entertainment venue. And then on the bottom left is the Ocean Blue restaurant that was just renovated last year. So it's a beautiful casual restaurant open daily for lunch and dinner on the weekends. And this year we've also added a pop-up restaurant, an Italian restaurant that we've been hosting at the Versailles Pool Terrace. So we have quite a lot of options on property. And then again, as I mentioned, options in Atlantis or in Nassau. And of course, a visit to the Ocean Club is not complete without a visit to the Martini Bar and the fabulous Mr. Keith Cash, who you can see there. He's been with the property for over 30 years. And he was actually there when Daniel Craig filmed his first James Bond movie, Casino Royale. So a lot of people know our resort from that as well. They actually filmed many of the scenes in the bar. So Keith is there. He can create a Vesper Martini. You can have your own James Bond experience there, or you can do a martini flight, as you can see there, everything from an espresso martini to a caviar martini, which I highly recommend. And then for accommodations, we have everything from guest rooms to villas. So the top pictures showcase our guest rooms and suites. We have 2 main wings of guest rooms, the Hartford wing, which is our garden and ocean view rooms, and the Crescent wing on the right, which is our luxury oceanfront rooms and suites. All of these rooms are oversized. They all have a balcony or terrace. And all of the rooms and suites have outer connecting capability. So if you are looking for families that need a larger space, you can connect room to room or room to suite. The bottom picture on the left is our bungalow. So we have 2 bungalows. They're 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom each, and each has that private courtyard with a plunge pool. Beautiful for someone who's looking for a little bit more privacy. And then the bottom right picture is a picture of the living room of our villas. So we have 3 villa residences, 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom. Each villa has its own infinity pool. They have their beachfront, so separate beach access from the rest of the resort. They come with a dedicated team of butlers, housekeeping, and chefs. So breakfast is prepared daily in the morning, canapes in the evening, any other food and beverage we can add on, and then the chef fees are already included in there. Round trip airport transportation is also included with the villa. And to jump back to the rooms and suites, I do want to mention that we also typically offer a rate called Return to Paradise. So it offers a 4th night free and your round trip airport transfer as well. I think somebody asked a question about sliding doors. So if you were talking about the villa, there are sliders that open completely from the living room onto the pool area there. So lots of options. We hope we have the opportunity to welcome your guests, and anything that I can assist you with, I would be happy to. Thank you so much for your time.
Let me tell you about a place like no other place on earth, with crystal blue water, miles of ivory white sand, and smiles that go on even further. This is a place that has welcomed the world. Families, friends, and those destined to be so much more. This is a place that captivates all the senses. The sense of excitement, the sense of fun, the sense of knowing you can do it all, and the good sense of knowing when to do nothing. So, let me tell you about this place, my place, and soon to be your place.
And thank you so much, Stephanie, for that beautiful look into the Ocean Club. You really wouldn't believe the number of inquiries we receive here at the Bahamas Tourist Office for travelers who just want to walk through the Garden of Versailles and really capture those iconic photos. Really and truly one of the most sought after experiences on the island. So now we're going to take a shift. We're going to move from the metropolitan charm of Nassau to a chain of 365 islands in the central Bahamas. We like to say that there is one for every day of the year. The Exuma Keys, delivering some of the most turquoise waters in the entire country. So the next video that we're going to show you highlights the scenery of Stalking Island right off the coast of Georgetown, Exuma.
Exuma has always been popular, the place where the sailing is pristine and the water is gin clear. Stocking Island is one of the most pristine area in the whole West Indies. There are many things going on here. You can walk the beach up and down, or you can go and hike up to the Salt Monument. Challenge Hill is a place where we offer food, drinks, and a nice atmosphere so you can meet other people. Challenge Hill became popular because I listened to my customers. They are my silent board of directors. I try to bring in as much of the old way of cooking as possible. You make it natural. If you do things like that, people come back. And now we have stingrays. Stingrays are like men. If you feed them, they stay around. The sandbar off of Roll Town is a wonder. It's pristine, it's beautiful. You can take your families there and spend the day. What people do, go up there, pitch a tent while tide is low, enjoy it, have barbecue out there, and then when tide gets too high, they jump back on the boat and go again. But you have time limits. The tide waits for no man.
So those scenes from Stalking Island is a great segue into our next property. And what makes it such a standout for high-end travelers, I am pleased to welcome Mr. Brian Dragovich, who will share some insights into the guest experience and the elevated level of privacy that Bay Mani offers. Brian, the floor is yours. And Brian, I think you're on mute.
Apologies. Thank you, Quinn. I really appreciate the introduction, and that's a great video. I'm gonna have to steal that from you after the webinar here. Great job, Stephanie, as well. It's really good to. I've been to Ocean Club many times, but it's good to see it explained that way. So, really excited to talk about Baymani. We are 5 months old now. We opened up December 1st of 2025. For everyone's knowledge here, we took over and bought an old resort called Kahari, and we really wanted to bring a luxury element to the Southern Exumas and to the Georgetown area. A little bit about me. I've been in the Bahamas 12 years now. I'm originally from Vegas. I used to run the Venetian Palazzo, Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. I was at the Venetian Macau in China. And then I moved in 2014 to be an executive at Baha Mar. And I was there for just under 5 years. And then I started my own company called Lux Hospitality Bahamas. And I met the visionary behind Baymani. His name is Steve Harbaugh. He's a developer out of New Jersey. And we been working on this for 3 years. So once he told me the location, I knew of Stocking Island, but once I saw it and saw where the hotel could be, I fell in love immediately. And my goal at that point was to finally, instead of 4,000 staff that I'm used to, get my hands on an intimate 60, 70, 80 staff in the Exumas, which is my favorite place on the planet, which is a whole nother story I'll get into. But we completely renovated the existing hotel, which is this sliver that you see here behind the infinity pool. The 40 acres just to the left of our property, or to the right on the screen, is a development that we will be starting breaking ground here in the next month. But I'll get back to that as well. So the location, just like the video mentioned, we believe Stocking Island is one of the most beautiful spots in all of the Bahamas, and in the Exumas, to be specific. The water is just absolutely incredible. Even if we did not have a luxury environment like most hotels do, the water does a lot of the work. The area, the people, the culture does a lot of the work. But I really wanted to bring a luxury element, as I think this is a luxury destination. There's a lot of hotels that sit at the $300, $400, $500 price point, and we're existing in the $800 to $1,200 a night price point. And to our surprise, we have been sold out ever since we opened in December. And I think it really is the attribute to that is that I think a lot of luxury travelers love the Exumas, but there's not a whole lot of places to go at that luxury level. So we are branding ourselves as Barefoot Luxury. This brown structure you see right here is our beach club. We over-engineered this beach club in order to handle the 40 acres of development that we're going to be having. But honestly, we're already filling this beach club because a lot of boaters and tourists and Airbnb guests and VRBO guests are coming to enjoy the beach club. The lagoon that you see in the middle is where our marina is. So we do have dock space. You would fly into Georgetown, which is there's straight flights straight from Toronto, from Atlanta, Charlotte, Miami. And the other piece of this is we're only 45 minutes away from Miami. 45 minutes to 50 minutes from Miami. We're so close. And from Toronto, it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. We have a Toronto guest that checked in today that said that 5.5 hours, they were on the plane and literally in their room, which is unbelievable, because a lot of the times when you hear Caribbean, you think it's, a whole day travel trip, and it's really not. So we have 15 bungalows. We have our own dock right now. More development will be coming. We're going to have a big marina as well that will have 40 to 50 dock slips. But currently, our guests are loving the intimacy of the resort, the location, and we are not designed to hold you hostage at our resort. We really want you to get on a boat. We really want you to go see Chat and Chill and Coconut Club. And I think that's what's differentiating from a lot of guests, is that they couldn't believe that we're so accommodating for them to leave the resort. We want people to go see the Exumas. We want people to go fishing. Lauren Coron, thanks for that question. Fishing, boating, honestly, just a 2 hour, 3 hour, just get on a boat trip and go see the sandbars, see the mangroves, go snorkeling, go scuba diving, go spear fishing with one of our local spear fishermen, is the whole experience of the Exumas. First and foremost, if it's your first time to the Exumas, it's always a breathtaking sight, and it's almost unbelievable. It looks fake at times that when the sun hits that water and goes straight through the water, hits the white sand and comes right back up. So a lot of our surroundings does the work, but we're really, really trying to put a luxury feel to it and a service. We're 5 months old. To this point, I think we've done a really, really good job. We're at a $1,100 to $1,200 a night price point with that type of guest, and we are getting a lot of good feedback, and that's the goal here. Our bungalows, which thank you, Quinn, for changing that. These are what our bungalows look like from the inside. The original bungalows were kind of darker mahogany wood, and we really lightened it up and opened it up with more windows. Every single one of our bungalows has a loft as well. So if you have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, they can go into the loft. But the whole idea was to make this, and we have no TVs in the room. You can request a TV, but the whole goal around our slogan is the art of disappearing. We make disappearing an art. We want people to disconnect and come to the Exumas and leave work and stress behind. And every single one of our bungalows, this is a beach bungalow, but every single one of our bungalows has direct lagoon or ocean or water access. And we're so intimate in our area at the current in the current state that nothing feels far away. Even our lagoon bungalows, we've had a lot of guests that were disappointed they couldn't get our beach bungalow, so they booked a lagoon bungalow, and now they actually prefer the lagoon bungalow. You still get the gorgeous lagoon view. It's tucked away. It's serene. It's quiet, and there's really not a bad seat in the house. And then we have a nightly restaurant called The Beacon, which is a more elevated luxury restaurant. If you go on our website, you'll be able to go under dining. It sits back towards the big building that's up at the top right now. So we have our restaurant in the evenings, we have our beach club, and then we like to break it up 2 or 3 times a week where we do night swims, we do buffet, we do movies at the pool. We really want to break up the monotony of a 4, 5, 6 night stay, and we do big family style meals on the beach, weather pending, in the evenings. So all of the guests start to become friends. I mean, we've already had one proposal, ironically, in December. 2 guests met in our family style dinner, and now they're getting engaged. So it's really, really exciting to start the way we've started. And if you go on our website, if you're interested in hearing more about that, please email me or message us. But we've got 23 2-bedroom villas. 13 of them are already sold. And then we have 20 5-bedroom villas that are being built as well. So if you go on our website and go into residences, you'll see the entire master plan. And we're really excited because we feel like this type of luxury does not exist in the Southern Exumas. One travel agent aspect is I built my own booking engine, and I'm a hotelier. I've been doing this for 25 years. I always struggled with the fact that travel agents had to call in, and we had to really, there was a manual process to that. So on our website, if you email us on our website and go into the insider program and tell us that you're a travel agent, we will send you your own promo code, your own unique promo code. We'll make it out of your name or your company, and that promo code will be unique to you. Anybody who books through your promo code gets 5% off and a $75 food and beverage credit, and you receive 10% commission. So you can email me directly. My team will immediately get you your own promo code and explain it. And what travel agents have been loving about it is you do not have to call us directly. You can literally go on the website and book for your client, or you can get all of your clients your promo code and they can book directly. So it really eliminates the whole hassle of having to get a team involved or emails involved. And it's been one of the reasons we've been sold out is we have a lot of travel agents that are taking advantage of that promo code offer. Email us, we'll immediately get you your own promo code, and then you can start sending it to all your clients, and it's hassle-free for you and honestly hassle-free for your client. Of course, there's those top tier clients that potentially may want 5, 6 units. That's fine. Please email us at info@baymani or brian@baymani.com, and we can take care of that for you. But we can, of course, still do the traditional travel agent to concierge direct or sales direct and book any group bookings for you. One other aspect before I go, and please, you can email me with any more questions, is it's a great buyout destination. We're 15 bungalows. We've already had 2 or 3 weddings completely buy us out for 2027. And that's okay, Natalie, please bombard us. That's the whole goal. For 2027, because it's a perfect little 15 bungalow for 30, 40 guests that want to buy out and have their own resort. So please let me know if any questions that you have. And I don't have a great video like Stephanie had yet, but it'll still give you a nice overview of the property, and Quinn can show that. Thank you, everyone.
Brian, thank you for that look into Bay Mani. And here in Canada, you guys had a fall social media campaign last year that really took off here in Canada and really sparked a wave of inquiries from attendees. And we got lots of inquiries at our trade and consumer events. So that property is truly special. So continuing with this theme of beauty, we're going to go down and shift our focus to 2 islands that really define seclusion in the destination, Eleuthera and Harbor Island. And before we dive into some more properties, let's enjoy a short visual journey through these 2 Bahamas out islands.
My name is Captain Ryan Neely, and I am the owner of Spanish Wells Fishing Charters. Basically, anything that could be imagined on the water, my company does. I take people bone fishing, I take people reef fishing, spear fishing, deep sea fishing, snorkeling, scuba diving. They just want to do just an excursion, just go out and go island hopping. Island hopping would be chartering a boat, and that boat taking you around from island to island. You know, some islands, they're uninhabited, but just to pull up to that island, step on the beach, maybe pick up a couple shells, that type of stuff, that kind of experience. They get to see not only the island they're staying on, they will get to see basically Harbor Island, Eleuthera, Spanish Wells. And it's a good way to be able to see wildlife on the way, plus a good way to see stuff that you can't see from the land. The sandbar is just breathtaking, the magnificence of the water and the sandbar with all the sand dollars and stuff. I would say anybody that comes to Eleuthera and misses going to see that, they're missing the old experience.
Eleuthera and Harbor Island. Two islands that really balance natural beauty with some elevated experience. And that's the ideal setup for our next highlight because few places capture seclusion better than the Cove of Eleuthera. And here to walk us through what makes the Cove so special is Miss Linda Schilling.
Thank you, Quinn, and hello, everyone. I'm representing the Cove of Eleuthera in the Bahamas, one of the outer island of the Bahamas, as we're focusing on today. The Cove of Eleuthera is the only relay and chateau property in the Bahamas, and it is easily accessible from Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and Atlanta. We are only 22 villas. So 22 all water facing, all steps to the sand. And both of those beaches that you can see belong to us. So 2 full white sandy beaches, snorkelable right off the beach, but it's all about the natural surroundings. Quinn, next slide, please. We went through a complete refresh and renovation in 2024, including all of the landscaping, all of the accommodations. With only 22 accommodations total, the resort never feels crowded. We are also family friendly, but in the aspect that families like to hang out together. So we don't have a kids club. We do have babysitting services that we can hire, and we do have areas for the kids to play. The beach is very shallow, so it's very safe for the kids, but it's really for that togetherness. We start with our beachfront kings that are studio style suites, lovely for couples. Every accommodation has a little seating area. Next slide, Quinn. And then we go from that studio 1, 2, and up to 3-bedroom villas. They're all decorated in a very Bahamian style, very bright, very open. All of the villas have the sliding glass doors for the access to the outdoors, to bring the outdoors in. Next slide, please. And some of our 2-bedroom villas also have the small infinity pools that overlook the beach, and lots of seating area, lots of outdoor space as well. Next slide, please. Our largest, we have 2 3-bedroom villas. The 3-bedroom villas actually have full kitchen facilities. Those come with butler service, and we can also hire chefs to prepare meals. Excuse me. This is our infinity resort pool with seating. And then food and beverages offerings. We have one main restaurant building. The indoor part of the restaurant is called Freedom Restaurant. It's kind of a hybrid between or a fusion between Asian and Bahamian traditional dishes. And then in the middle of Freedom Restaurant, we have a seatable sushi bar with sushi chefs in the middle, so you can sit around that for evening as well. And then during the morning for breakfast, people usually sit outside on the patio because the weather is always perfect in the Bahamas. And then people mostly go out to lunch or have lunch at the beach, but the outdoor seating is also available there. We can set up picnics. We can set up destination dining anywhere on the property as well. And then every night we have cocktails to watch the sunset, and that is at the Point Bar. We also have live entertainment a couple of nights a week because, as all of my friends on this presentation today, we know that the best sunsets are in the Bahamas. Next slide, Quinn. We also have special events. In addition to non-motorized water sports, we have art classes and painting classes. We have yoga, we have paddleball, we have a half-court basketball. Our Turtle Point deck is where you just go to kind of chill. If you take a cup of coffee in the morning at around 7 o'clock, if you look down from the Turtle Point deck, you can watch the turtles feed because the water is so clear, which is a lovely way to start the day. And then you take your yoga or meditation class. Next slide, please. We have a nature hike trail that can be guided or done on your own with lots of indigenous plants. It's great for birders. We have more than 200 species of birds around the island of Eleuthera. Bone fishing was mentioned in the video. We can also help arrange for bone fishing excursions, beach snorkeling. We have several special events going on this summer as well. So we have an expert in open water swimming, a couple of weekends, one in the summer and one in the fall, where we have an expert that will teach you, your advanced swimming clients, how to successfully open water swim. And we also have some culinary plans this summer as well. We have two-time Michelin-starred chef Mark Lundgrad, who's coming in to do a special weekend. But let's talk about the island of Eleuthera a little bit. It's a wild island. I think Brian mentioned barefoot luxury. That's kind of where we fit into things as well. There's never a reason to put on heels or a jacket and tie anywhere on Eleuthera. The little picture in the corner is our sinkhole. So if any of you have ever been to Mexico and have gone to the cenotes, we have our own swimmable cenote on Eleuthera as well. We are next door to Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz owns all of the land right next door to us. So the good news is that it will never be developed. So we have 40 acres and we have unobstructed views of all of the wild areas around us as well. So please let me know if I can help you at the Cove Eleuthera, and let us know if you have any questions, but I would love to welcome you to the outer islands of the Bahamas. Thank you for your time.
Boy, Linda, thank you so much again for outlining one of the island's most iconic luxury escapes. I remember my first time doing a site visit at the Cove. It is literally like being transported into another world. So Eleuthera definitely has a range of elevated experiences. And our next property is equally captivating on the other side of the island. And to share more about this unique hideaway called the Other Side, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Ben Simmons. Ben?
Hi, Quinn. Hi, everybody. Great presentations. I've had the pleasure of going to Baymani about 3 weeks ago, and it's beautiful there. And the Cove I frequent often for the last however long it's been open. I think a long time at any rate. Have not made it to the one and only yet, but I will get there. So a little about me. I'm the owner and co-founder of a small Bahamian hotel chain called Little Island Hotels. My mother's Canadian from a little town called Elmont, but moved out here when she was 20, met a young bartender who would become my father. And they started the Ocean View Club, which is on Harbor Island. The Other Side is our middle child, if you will. We have 3 properties in operation, so a family of boutique hotels, hence the name. The Other Side is started 10 years ago, just before the birth of my child, and we wanted to kind of create a space for kids to kind of explore the benefits of nature, be exposed to kind of alternative sustainable technologies. And so we built something that was, I think, very special for kids, but also special to appreciate for nature's sake. So if you will, Quinn, give us the next picture. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I have not done many of these, so my slides are not as well organized as my peers. But our concept is really that small is beautiful, and that less is more. We when I grew up in a hotel, and my mom's philosophy was that just keep it simple, keep it honest, keep it authentic. And there was this idea that there was no back of house. It felt like home. So you could go into the kitchen, have a glass of wine with the chef, find out what the recipe was. Some of the recipes that we use today actually come from old guests. And so there's this idea that, the simple things in life are really what make it special. And so we applied that design philosophy to the other side, and tried to create something unique, which was actually a tented facility. And so the entire structure is composed of a series of tents, shacks, huts, and tents, which we'll get on the next slide, I think, hypothetically. We'll see. Oh, no, there you go. I'm not that organized. Okay. The location is somewhat remote, but not that remote. So what we like to say is that it's secluded, but not isolated. So this picture is our tender, and we have two of them, a 28-foot axopar that goes between Harbor Island and North Eleuthera, and that's all included as a part of the stay. So the closest airport is North Eleuthera, which is 45 minutes away from the US. And then a quick 3-minute ride down to the port, and then it's a 7-minute boat ride to us. Harbor Island's also 7 minutes apart, and there's some of the beautiful blue water. All right, next slide, I guess. Okay, so this is a little bit nice overview of what we've got going on. So this area here is we have a 500-foot private beach, which sits on 8 acres of undeveloped land. And this is sort of like the public area where we have our restaurant, our bar, the ocean water pool was displayed earlier. And this is an off-the-grid facility. So all of our power is generated on site, and we rely on groundwater, and of course the 2 backup generators as well. So the unique thing about our properties are, aside from the stunning location, is that they are a family of hotels. And so while we only have 12 rooms at this property, all of our other properties have a similar footprint, and our guests sort of can transit between them, and each experience is different. And so when you're at the ocean view, it's a little bit more of a hustle and bustle, and you're in the social energy of Harbor Island. And then within 5 minutes, you can come over to the other side and be in this peace and tranquility and with nature. And then in addition to that, our third property is the farm, which is just over the hill. And the farm is amazing because it actually supplies our hotels with fresh produce. We have 160 chickens, which provide eggs to all 3 hotels. And it's thank you. And so this gives another overlay of where we're at. So our room types at the other side are very simple. We have the sheds and shacks, which the sheds are on the bottom left and the shacks are on the right. Everything is very simply made. My dad made the beds on the right over there, and you can see there's little thatch bags that come from a local straw vendor. The thatch roof is all from the coconut trees that are directly in front. The tent, which is our largest room, is a 1,200 foot glamping space with a walk-in shower with Cuban tiles. Again, all the furniture here is made locally by our team, and so it's a very humble approach to hospitality. We don't believe in luxury per se, because the idea of luxury is sort of with excess, and it's sort of an indulgent that's not maybe necessary. And so when we approach design, and the feeling of the space is that everything has just a functional necessity, a simplicity. So the ocean water pool is our piece de resistance, which is got us a lot of Instagram mileage. It's been on the cover of Condé Nast Traveler and 3 or 4 other publications. What's neat about this is that we just pull ocean water in and it overflows. There's no chemicals. And no chlorine and stuff like that. You can see Harbor Island over in the distance there, which is where the kind of the anchor location is, with its cornucopia of clubs and hubs and all of that kind of stuff. In terms of what we do and what is, I think, the main activities on the island, it kind of fits into three buckets. One is by boat, and I think that's been covered a lot by our other hosts. There's the swimming pigs, there's stingrays, there's the sandbanks, there's spearfishing, there's scuba diving, there's water sports. There's all of these things that you can do in exploring, not to mention paddle boards, exploring the harbor by boat. But also by golf cart. And so 5 minutes away, you have Harbor Island, and we include within our rooms access to golf carts on Harbor Island. And so seamlessly, you can go over, and if you want to go over to Harbor Island just for an evening to go to the local club or go to another restaurant, it's all included and it's very easy to do. You can also kind of explore around, and then you also have full access to our property on Harbor Island. So you can use the beach chairs and seamlessly charge anything to your room back at the other side. And then the third component is actually by Jeep. And so Eleuthera is 100 miles long, and it's got caves, military bases, the Blue Hole, the deserted beaches, surfing. So there's just so much to do. And so what we're trying to do is really create this ecosystem of different experiences where guests can come back and back and back again and do something different each turn. The other main thing, which I did forget to mention here, is our in-house event production. So we did start our business as event designers, my wife and I. And so we, the very core of the business is built around event production. And so we have an entire fully staffed, fully equipped event team, which can do pop-up tents, generators, lighting, carpenters, florists, greenery. And so we have everything built in. And so we'll do anywhere in the region of about 20 to 25 weddings a year, and typically with 3 or 4 events at each one. And so we do about 70 or 80 event productions. We're very experienced at doing it. We've been doing it for 15 years now. And yeah, that's about it. I think there's a little video which gives a little life on the other side. And I think that's it.
One day I've been to a festival. Me and me melodious band, they were having bacchanal. They were happy to see the Calypsonian, yeah, yeah. One day I've been to a festival. Me and me melodious band, they were having bacchanal. They were happy to see the Calypsonian. Some was playing the tumba, some was singing melodiously, but then they wanted a rumba, and they begged me to give them my melody, and I was singing, oh yeah, me rumba, 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 pero baile la rumba. Oye la rumba, mi rumba, mi rumba, rumba de Cahuita.
Sorry, I should say that's an old website.
One day.
Wow. Thank you again, Ben. That is really the kind of elevated, intimate, and unique experience that really sets our destination, the Bahamas, apart. Now, I want to highlight a resource that helps bring stories like the other side to life with your clients. And one of our most powerful tools that we offer here with the Bahamas Tourist Office is our Bahamas Specialist Program. And this is designed to make you an expert on all things Bahamas, a really user-friendly, comprehensive digital platform that walks you through each of our 16 islands, as well as the niches of diving, fishing, boating, romance in the destination. So it is really a one-stop shop. And we have just rolled out some exciting updates to the platform, and it now features brand new imagery, giving you a fresh, high quality visuals. And you'll also find expanded access to digital marketing assets, including customizable postcards and beautifully branded Bahamas digital folders. And that's perfect for really presenting those polished, professional looking itineraries or proposals so you can hand over to your clients with that nice Bahamas brand. And so if you have not registered yet, that is the best way to deepen your Bahamas product knowledge. And also I forgot, when you also become a Bahamas specialist, you can also record your Bahamas bookings on your platform. And that's how we choose people for our fam trips. I'm sure I'm going to get some questions here on fam trips. So please at least make sure you register, finish your and complete your training. We want you to become Bahamas specialist so we can have you in the destination and experience all of these properties firsthand. So if you have any questions, winding down here, please reach out to myself. Again, my territories of responsibility spans from province of Ontario to the west of Canada, and for those advisors in Quebec to the Atlantic Canada, reach out to Kenya at kdames@bahamas.com. But thank you all so much for joining us here today. We hope this session has inspired you with some new ways to elevate your Bahamas offerings and create some unforgettable experiences for your clients. And a huge thank you to our partners. Man, we truly appreciate your collaboration and your expertise. And of course, thank you to Susan and the Spoiled Agent team. They always do such a great job behind the scenes. We know coordination is no easy feat. And finally, on behalf of our Bahamas Tourist Office in Canada Leisure Sales team, we appreciate your attention today, and we look forward to welcoming your clients to the destination very soon.
Well, I have to tell you, Quinn, I'm going to have trouble going back to work right now with all these amazing, beautiful properties. Wow. Every one of them is a wow. My goodness.
Blown
And I'm
away.
just going to say Ben and Brian and Stephanie, and I know Linda had to hop off, but you guys did a really great job. Amazing ambassadors for your properties. So we have time just for a couple of questions, if that's okay. Ben, one is for you. People are asking how they can they get your videos and can they use them for social media? And let's say that's across for all of the properties.
Of course. I think Quinn has it, and yeah, but I can also give my email out, and anybody that needs it can reach out.
And actually, on that point, I've been popping in all of your emails on social media, on Zoom, as you guys have been chatting. And of course, about the specialist program, Quinn, and how they can find this later on Quinn's page on spoiledagent.com. They just go down to tourist boards and they're going to see the island of the Bahamas there as well. Okay, so it's hard to tell which ones are asking about, but I'm thinking with the timing, this one's from Stephanie. From Susan, do you have pickleball as well?
We do not have pickleball. We have tennis and paddle.
Okay, perfect. This padel is like the new one, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe this is for you, Quinn. Joyce is asking, how would you participate in the people to people during your visit?
Absolutely. And yes, that is one of our premier experiences. So you can go to navigate to bahamas.com and type in people to people. We'll also include that. I'll send that to you on the post-webinar messaging, Susan, so we can get that out. But really type it in people to people Bahamas on Google. That will take you right there to our landing page. And when you're looking to get that experience, we ask that you at least sign up at least a week and a half. Give us some time to match you with that appropriate Bahamas brand ambassador and host. But completely free program. So we're hoping that people really take advantage of it. Still 50 years, more than 50 years now been going on, and it's still underutilized. So please please, guys, it's a great add-on for your clients. Truly memorable.
I know we have some questions, and some of your guests had to hop off because they're busy at presenting and doing other things as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to send all of the questions over to Quinn, right? Oh, Brian's back. Okay, perfect. So I see Brian. I just have two for you, Brian, if that's okay. Two questions.
Yes, I'm sorry. My good old Bahamas Wi-Fi went out for a second.
That's okay. We'd rather be in the Bahamas right now. I'm gonna say.
That's true. Yeah, it's the least of your worries when you're here.
So Brian, there's two questions for you. Is your pool saltwater, and do you offer all-inclusive packages?
The pool is saltwater, yes. We do not have all-inclusive yet. We've only been doing all-inclusive for buyouts. So we can get creative as we would like on the buyout side.
Okay, and so Barbara's asking about buyouts. For more information, she can reach out to you. Is that correct, Brian?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, all buyouts aren't created equal. So please give me an email, send me an email and we can work on it.
Okay, and Barbara's asking about for all of you about event spaces for the beach for weddings. So again, we'll share all of your emails so they can reach out to Stephanie, Ben, Brian, and of course Linda as well to talk more about weddings and hear more about that, if that's okay. And for Brian, are the water sports included?
The non-motorized water sports are all included, yes. The excursions are not, but we have a individualized one for just the resort where you can literally just come down to our concierge and say, I just want to do an hour, I just want to do 2 hours. And we have the ability to do that.
Okay. And Susan's asking in general for all of you, Stephanie, everyone, thank you for introducing us to these beautiful hidden gems. They're absolutely beautiful. I can think of several clients that would love these properties. So do you guys offer any visits for travel agents? And I know Quinn's already spoke about FAMs.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Stephanie, yeah.
Stephanie, yeah.
We do as well. Yeah. So please
Yes,
just let us know.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
we
Ben?
do as well.
Okay, great. And this one's for Quinn. Natalie had done the specialist course a couple of years ago. So do they have to redo it or how does that work?
No, so once you have done it, and make sure you've actually completed all of your, because a lot of people register, but they don't complete. So now we're really pushing people to actually watch all the videos and get your Bahamas guidelines and complete that program so you can begin to record your Bahamas bookings on the platform. So make sure you are absolutely completed. And we'll connect you with our Bahamas specialist program manager and really get you situated to make sure you're ready to go.
And Ben, do you mind repeating what the website is for your property?
Yeah, sorry, slightly older video. It's www.littleislandhotels.com.
Okay. Let's see here. And everyone really graciously appreciates all of your partnerships today. Everyone's like loves it. We just talked about fans and we talked about agents, everything. There's so much here. And again, don't forget, this is definitely going to be later on Quinn's page. So if you guys need to refer back, and it's also on the Spoiled Agent YouTube page too, under Canada and US as well. And again, this is both of our mega webinars. We have our Canada and US agents, which we love as well. So, Mr. Quinn, and don't forget, I think you're giving away a really great prize for somebody as well, right?
Absolutely. And again, we want to wish everyone on the call a happy Travel Advisors Appreciation Month. We truly value you. Again, you guys really are the engine behind us that makes the travel industry go. And thank you again for Spoiled Agent and Susan. You guys are the platform that jumpstarts everything. So please, guys, again, thank you. And we look forward to supporting everyone.
Amazing. Thank you, all of you. Wow, it's been a fantastic afternoon. And Quinn, we always love to connect with you and your whole team. You guys are fantastic to work with. And Ben, and of course, Brian, Stephanie, and then Linda as well. Thank you for, oh my goodness, making us wowed today. That's for sure. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.